Hi everyone. Today let's we discuss about the preamble of Indian Constitution. So the preamble in the present form reads, "We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. This is what the preamble of Indian Constitution says. So, let's we pick up the key words of Indian Constitution and we discuss on that in an elaborate way. The certain key words are sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, justice, liberty, equality, fraternity. Out of which we all know that by the 42nd Amendment of 1976, some words are been inserted into the preamble. We in our previous video we discussed about that. First, we just understand what is sovereign. India is neither a dependency nor a dominion to any other country. It is a sovereign state, that is, India can decide on its fate by itself. No one can insist any ideas or ideology in India. India is a complete sovereign nation. Then socialist. As we discussed earlier, by 42nd Amendment Act in 1976, the word socialist and secular has been inserted into the preamble. And notably, Indian brand of socialism is a democratic socialism. The Avadi session in 1955 of Congress, the Avadi session, they want to insist socialism in the Indian democracy. So, by the Congress government adopting it and they inserted into the preamble. So, what a kind of democratic socialism we are following is we have a mixed economy, whether in a economy that is having both mixed means we have both private and public ownership. That is, we have private companies like the Adanis, Ambanis, Tatas, and even we have MSMEs, small cottage industries, everything. In the same other way, when you see that we are having the government institutions, like we have this Bharat Petroleum, we have Indian Railways, like this giant public sector undertaking is also there, private sector undertaking also there. So Indian economy is a mixed economy. That is a form of this democratic socialism. And very important thing we have to notice, by 1991 we introduced LPG, that is not liquid petroleum gas, liberalization, privatization, and globalization. It, however, diluted the socialist credential in Indian state. That is very important point to note. Then moving to secular. Indian constitution embodies the positive concept of secularism. That is, all religion in our country, irrespective of their strength, whether they are majority or minority, numerically, that is not at all a matter. Without bothering the number, we are giving equal respect, same status and support from the state. That is Indian form of secularism. Then democratic. We all know that in democracy there is two things, that is direct democratic countries and indirect democratic country. In India we are following indirect democracy, that is people are being represented by their representatives. How means that is by means of election through adult suffrage. That is a person, an adult Indian citizen, completing of 18 years of age, he has one vote. He or she has one vote. By that vote, they can choose their representative whom they want to represent themselves in the Indian Parliament, or that is in the lower house Lok Sabha, or in their legislative assemblies or panchayat bodies, whatever it may be. That is indirect form. In Switzerland like countries, people directly participate in the governance. That is because of their low population, they follow direct democracy. In the direct democracy, they have referendum, initiative, recall, and plebiscite. But in Indian form of indirect democracy, we don't have all these things. The term democratic is used in preamble in a broader sense, embracing not only political democracy but also social and economic democracy. Then we are going to the word republic. A democratic polity can be classified into two categories, that is monarchy and republic. The term republic in our preamble indicates that India has an elected head called president. He is elected indirectly for the fixed period of 5 years. He is being elected by the representatives of the people. The representatives represent the people, the Indian citizen, and they elect the honorable president of India. This is what Indian way of electing the president, under whom the republic is been functioning. Then the word justice. The preamble embraces three distinct forms: social, economic, and political, secured through various provisions of the fundamental rights and directive principle. Social justice denotes the equal treatment to all citizens without any social distinction based on caste, color, race, religion, sex, and so on. Economic justice denotes the non discrimination between people on the basis of economic factors. And a combination of social justice and economic justice denotes what is known as distributive justice. The political justice implies that all citizens should have equal political rights, equal access to all political office, and equal voice in the government. That has been strictly followed in Indian scenario. The ideal of justice, social, economic, and political, has been taken from Russian Revolution. Then going to the word liberty. The term liberty means the absence of restraints on the activities of individual, and at the same time providing opportunities for the development of the individual personalities. The preamble secures to all citizens of India liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship through their fundamental rights enforceable in court of law in case of violation. However, liberty does not mean the license to do what one likes, and has to enjoy it within the limitation mentioned in the Constitution itself. In brief, the liberty conceived by the preamble or fundamental rights is not absolute but qualified. The liberty is not absolute but qualified. We can impose restriction legally on the liberty of a person. The ideals of liberty, equality, fraternity in our preamble have been taken from the French Revolution between 1789 to 1799. Then going to the word equality. Equality means the absence of special privilege to any section of the society, and that itself is definitely understandable to us. That is, there is no special privilege to any section of the society is equality. And equality is enforced by fundamental rights, that is equality before law, enshrined in our Constitution in Article 14. And Article 15 says prohibition of discrimination on grounds of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. Then Article 16, equality of opportunity in matters of public employment. Article 17, abolition of untouchability. Article 18, abolition of titles. by, as we discussed earlier, by adult suffrage, we have the right to choose our representatives. Then going to the word fraternity. Fraternity means a sense of brotherhood. The Constitution promotes this feeling of fraternity by the system of single citizenship. Also, the fundamental duties of 51A say that it shall be the duty of every citizen of India to promote harmony and spirit of common brotherhood amongst all people of India, transcending religious, linguistic, regional, or sectional diversity. The word integrity has been added to the preamble by 42nd Constitution Amendment of 1976. So these are all the very important key words that is being discussed in the part of preamble. Let's we discuss the other things in our other video. Thank you so much.